I ask you all to keep an eye open for unauthorised use of the disabled facilities? Only last week I caught a perfectly healthy member of the over-60s aerobic club using the facilities illicitly. She was in no way disabled.
She is now.
You pushed her down the stairs.
I didn't push her, Tim. She lost her footing whilst trying to evade capture.
She's in a wheelchair.
Well, she's in a wheelchair now, Julie, yes. And if she does come into the centre in her wheelchair, she's perfectly at liberty to use the disabled facility.
The builders have left, Mr. Brittas. They've replaced the partition wall that Mrs. Boscombe crashed through.
Well done, Gavin.
Creep.
Right, now, before we go on to our duties, ongoing communication skills.
Oh, why do we have to keep on doing this?
Because it's ongoing, Tim. It goes on.
And on.
Right, now, Module 14, body language.
What was Module 13?
Learning to listen.
Oh, I think I missed that. Did anyone take any notes? Because I
Linda, just shut it, will you, and pay attention. Right. Now, Module 14, body language, establishing a report non-verbally.
Look, can I be excused at this point? Because doing body language when you're pregnant is like talking with your mouth full.
Julie, just sit down, please, and let's all look at Mrs. Bidmead's body.
I beg your pardon.
Colin, what do you see?
From here, Mr. Brittas, or shall I move a bit closer?
Without meaning to, Mrs. Bidmead's body is saying, I don't want to be here, I'm on the defensive, I'm fed up. She's giving out all the wrong messages.
Who says they're wrong? I've got the sorter.
What is the point of all this?
Oh, I'll tell you what the point is, Tim. The point is communication. Here we are in a leisure centre. We have to make people feel relaxed. Our job is to understand what people's bodies are saying to us, and our bodies have to say in return, welcome, relax, feel at ease. Now, can I have a volunteer, please?
Right you are, Mr. Brittas.
Perhaps I'll have a different volunteer? Anyone? Come on then, Colleen. Right, sit down, please, Colleen. Now, pay attention, everyone, because remember, your body is never silent.
I'm sorry about that, Mr. Brittas. I didn't think anyone would notice.
Colin, I'm talking non-verbally here.
Sorry, Mr. Brittas. Now, what are we going to do, Mr. Brittas?
We're doing it, Colin.
Doing what?
Tell him, Gavin.
You're matching and mirroring, Mr. Brittas.
I'm matching and mirroring, Colin.
Amazing. What's that, then?
It's a technique to put people at their ease.
Oh.
Do you feel at ease now, Colin?
I expect I will do shortly, Mr. Brittas. That wasn't me, Mr. Brittas.
Nobody said it was, Colin.
Miss Riss, I'm so sorry to disturb you. Did you hear a noise?
It wasn't Colin, Carol.
Not that sort of noise, a crash. I think it was the roof.
I didn't hear any crashing sound.
Oh,
Yeah, all right, Colin, go and check it out, please.
Will call, Mr. Brittas.
Carol, perhaps you'd like to give us a demonstration, please?
Sorry, Miss Riss.
You are on the front line of our operation, Carol. Imagine I'm a member of the public. Show us how you welcome me.
Welcome to Whitby Newtown Leisure Centre. How may I help you?
Very good, Carol. Verbally spot on, but your body is letting you down.
I'm sorry, Miss Riss.
Try it again, Carol. This time, welcome me with your body.
Yes, Miss Riss. Welcome to Whitby Newtown Leisure Centre. How may I help you?
Right, yeah. Very good, Carol. Right, now, Linda, perhaps I could use your body for a while, please. We want you to feel at home here. You see? We want you to feel at home here. Now, what am I doing?
You're stroking Linda's knee.
Wrong, Tim. I'm anchoring.
Hankering after what?
Not hankering, Julie. Anchoring, as in ship's anchor. It's another little technique we learn on management training course, don't we, Gavin?
Yes, Mr. Brittas.
Yes, Mr. Brittas.
Are you saying we should grab people's legs to make them feel at home?
No, dear, oh dear, oh dear. You haven't even grasped the fundamentals, have you, Julie?
No.
Neither have I. And quite frankly, Mr. Brittas, I'm not prepared to grasp anyone's fundamentals.
Oh, Colin, have you got a minute?
Not really, Mrs. Brittas.
Look, do you know where Gordon is?
He's in the restroom giving a fascinating talk about your body. I must go.
Oh, Colin, you know about plants, don't you?
Well, I do have green fingers, you know.
Do you think you could look after these for me? Find somewhere to put them.
My pleasure, Mrs. Brittas. My, that is an interesting little chap. It looks very like Somnium somnorum.
Oh, I don't know what it is. I think I found it in some market.
If I'm right, it's from the rainforests of South America. The Bakaku Indians use it as a sort of sedative or tranquilizer.
Perhaps I ought to keep some handy.
I wonder if I might avail myself of a leaf,
yeah.
see if it settles my digestive problems. There is a rather fanciful story that the Bakaku use it to induce a sort of trance-like state.
Really?
Don't worry, Mrs. Brittas, I'll pop it down to my office later. It'll feel at home there. Ah, Mr. Brittas, can I have a word?
Yes, Colin, you can have a word, but I'd also like to see you do things with your body. My office.
Another example of, Gavin, non-verbal communication. Another example of crawling to the management. Who's teacher's pet, then?
Oh, Tim, you're just being silly. It's one of the things we learn on management training courses. Actually, I find them quite interesting.
Oh, do you? A few months ago, you'd have found it as ridiculous as I do, but you've changed. You're a boss's man now. It gets on my nerves.
I could give you an official reprimand for that remark. Have you got a tissue?
Yes, I have, thanks.
It's not actually Ben's birthday, but we're having the party today.
You're having a birthday party in there?
Yes, but please don't tell anyone. Miss Brittas hasn't actually approved the guest list. Ben's so looking forward to it. It's fancy dress.
Oh, lovely. Any particular theme?
Oh, yes. It's an ugly bug ball. I've sewn Ben into a pillowcase. He's going as a chrysalis. He's in there pupating at the moment.
Right, Julie, the memo to Councillor Druggett in septuplicate, please.
You what?
7 of them.
Do you think I've got better things to do?
Thank you, Julie. Right, Colin, sit down, please.
Thank you, Mr. Brittas. Now, about the roof.
Colin, let me stop you right there. Where are you going wrong?
Sorry, Mr. Brittas?
Colin, look at my body and look at your body. Spot the difference, Colin. My body is saying, welcome, relax, feel at ease. I don't feel very much at ease looking at your body.
You're absolutely right, Mr. Brittas. I'm terribly sorry.
Mirror me, mirror me. Carry on.
Right, well, I went up on the roof, as per your instructions, and there was this, well, it was sort of, well, I don't know how you describe it. It was...
Oh, Colin, what is all this stuff? That's not body language, that's body gibberish. I'll tell you what, Colin, forget about your body and concentrate on the words, all right? Now, what is on the roof?
Nothing is on the roof.
I'm glad we've established that, Colin. Problem solved.
Hey, there's a crisis in the sauna. Mrs. Bidmead wants you down there straight away.
Incapable of dealing with it herself, is she? Short on management skills, you see, Colin.
She says if you don't come right away, there'll be one hell of a stink. Well, actually, there is one hell of a stink. Something's contaminated the sauna.
Right, I'm on my way.
Nothing is on the roof, but something is in the roof.
What?
Well, sort of rubble and...
Ah, those builders have been nothing but trouble.
And there's this sort of, well, like an ice cube.
Typical. Boozing on the job. Colin, get rid of it and tidy the place up, please.
Yes, but...
Colin, I've got a crisis to deal with. Incapable of dealing with it yourself?
Certainly not, Mr. Brittas.
Good man, Colin.
In you go. Now, this is Sophie. She's a woodlouse. Now, the first game is going to be hide and seek, and it's going to be lots of fun. But listen, children, no one is allowed to leave the cupboard. Welcome to Whitby Newtown Leisure Centre. How may I help you?
Do you think I could put an ironing board and a microwave in the restroom?
Yes, I should think so. What's the matter, Miss Bruce?
Oh, it's all a bit awkward. I didn't really mean to, but I've sold the house.
Mr. Brittas didn't say you were moving.
No.